There are 4 different reasons for Spaniels pulling on the lead, and you need to be aware of your dog's particular reason because you're going to use that motivation in your training. I'm going to talk you through the 4 motivations, and then I'm going to tell you how to incorporate them in your training. In our Heelimg crash course for Spaniels coming up soon, we walk you through all the steps from creating a plan that's tailored to you to finishing on using that motivation to reward your dog for healing. Now, the 4 motivations. The first and most obvious one is motivation towards something. This might be a part of a park where they get to go off lead. It could be the beach. It could be towards their favorite person. When a spaniel really wants something, they don't want to walk to it. They're gonna run to it. And if there's anything in their way, a collar, harness, they're just gonna try to fight it. So they're going to push all their weight forward and they're gonna drag you in a specific direction. Number 2, also very common, especially with spaniels, is motivation to hunt. They just want to get as many sniffs as possible. This is the type of pulling which you will experience as the dog zigzagging back and forth in front of you and their nose is to the ground and you just can't get through to them. This is the dogs who will do anything for you at home. They know their heel position, they know everything perfectly well at home, but as soon as you take them out into some sniffy area, the dog suddenly has never heard about any heeling before, noses to the ground. Does this sound familiar? Any of these 2 so far? If not, listen out for 2 more reasons. The third one is actually often coupled with the first and the second, and this is just sheer arousal. Just can't contain their excitement and their energy. This is very often the dogs who drag you in one direction or maybe for the first 5 minutes on a walk, but on their way back they are a lot calmer. All these 3 motivations we cover in the Heelimg crash course for Spaniels. The 4th reason is the only one where our Heelimg crash course for Spaniels is not going to be enough to solve that problem. This is a motivation away from something. So if your dog is pulling typically only on the way back from a walk, or if your dog only pulls along a stretch of a busy road, this is probably because they're trying to get away from something they're frightened of. Or if your dog only pulls if they hear bangs from a nearby clay pigeon chute or a crow scaring device because they're sensitive to noises, then it's not enough to just teach them to walk nicely, to heel, to regulate their arousal, and for you to have a good training plan. You're also going to need specialist help to resolve the fear or the discomfort behind the reason why they're pulling. We're going to set aside that 4th motivation and we're going to focus on the 3 first motivations. Once you've built your skill set and you have taken your skill set to fluency, you're going to think about how you're going to smartly reward your dog for walking nicely on the lead. If they're pulling because they want to get somewhere, you're going to teach them that the only way to get to that place is by walking nicely on the lead. If they're pulling you because they want to hunt, you're going to teach them that the only way they get access to hunting is by doing a little bit of heel work with you. If the reason why they're pulling is because their arousal is so high that they can't think clearly, we're going to be working mostly on helping them get to a better headspace and get used to thinking even when they're highly excited. So what's your dog's motivation for pulling on the lead? Let me know in the comments, and if you want to learn more about the Heelimg crash course for Spaniels, drop me a comment and I will send you the link with more information.